still is a very affordable place to rent in this province. 10 of the 25 least expensive cities based on average apartment rents were located in Alberta. You can see basically this list of top, where they ranked out of the top 25. So even surprising to see that Calgary made it on that list there. Older brother lives in Calgary and he sells advertising for Rogers. And one of his major companies that he represents a World of Spas. And I've asked him this 3 times over the past 18 months in Calgary. I said, is this true? Is this true? He says, yes, it happens. At least once a week, if not twice a week at World of Spas. They'll get somebody that's moved to Calgary from Ontario or BC, and they've sold their $1.5 million home. They bought this amazing $900,000 house in Calgary, and they've got $500,000 in the bank. And they come in and they say, well, I understand it's cold here in the wintertime. I want to be comfortable in the winter and the summer. So I'm going to take that $90,000 swim spa. I'm going to take that $30,000 patio set. I'm going to take that $30,000 hot tub and a few other things, and they write a check for $200,000. That was happening once or twice a week in Calgary for about 18 months. First time since the pandemic, they're saying that it's now a balanced market. The home price index for composite, if you recall, we were in the low 400s. In Calgary, it's $483,000. Now that's down 4% year over year. Total sales for July are also down. They hit about 2,100. New listings are up significantly. And months of inventory is at 3.3 months. That has actually been floating around 2 months of inventory for the last few years. And as I said, it's the highest supply in years. Days on market are also up. They're currently sitting at 37 days. So why is this happening in Calgary?
So how do you avoid these big mistakes and win over time? When you have these kind of bigger investors or more experienced investors, they typically create systems. Systems is huge in any sort of business. Talk about checklists, talk about flow systems. It's no different. You as an investor, as a business owner, understanding systems so that you can understand that you're not going to be emotional with the decision you're going to make. You're running your numbers specifically on the rents that it's going to achieve, and you're cash flowing a couple $100 a month, but then you have a roof cost that comes up and that's $12,000. Where did all of your cash flow go? Did it go back into that property? Did you plan for it? Are you actually cash flowing now? Or did you plan enough for your reserve fund right off the bat to allocate for it so your numbers make sense? We see it a lot with our bigger time investors. Focus on your tenant satisfaction. I've always been told that tenants are your lifeline of your business as a real estate investor. And it's true. If you have a property that has great tenants and you have zero tenant turnover and you just treat them like gold, what do you think they're going to do to you? How are they going to treat your property? So anytime that we talk to potential investors, we have our saying, our slogan is live well. And at the end of the day, you talk to somebody about why are they getting into real estate? Most of the time they're doing it for, have you heard of passive income? Typically real estate is not that passive when people get into it. People want to do it for their friends, for their family, to buy back some time. Talking to, an example like with Keaton, being able to say like, hey Keaton, you've been an investor. What sort of mistakes did you make early on and what should I avoid doing? You're gonna get a lot of opinions, but a lot of very good opinions. And last, always maintain adequate reserves.
I would say maybe block time once per month, 15 to 30 minutes, upload all your receipts, review your income, reconcile your statements. Even better, delegate it to a bookkeeper or myself. The key is to stay consistent. If you stay consistent, you're gonna make how you're gonna move forward.
Can we do an exercise right now?
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna do an exercise right now. Because you just said everyone should block 15 to 30 minutes in their calendar every month. Maybe all of us should load our phones right now and pull up our Google calendars and actually put it in there and then send this consecutive for the next 12 months. And let's see if everybody actually does it. Seriously, you don't do this. That's like, if I don't put it on my calendar, I'm never going to do it. Now, by the way, I don't take care of any bookkeeping or taxes. It's my wife and my bookkeeper take care of it. I don't know anything about it. I have the right people on my team to take care of that kind of stuff.
On the other hand, a proactive investor, someone that acts as a business owner, will be reviewing the performance monthly or at least quarterly. They will know their KPIs, your cash flow, your ROI, your equity, tax liability. Those are all important things to know. They will also have systems or a team in place to handle administration, because we all suck at it. Proactively, they will be asking, how can I reduce tax this year? And usually, they will use real estate to build a generational wealth on purpose and not just by accident. The mindset shift here is simple. Stop managing your properties and start managing a business. Your real estate portfolio is your company. And like any company, it does need structure, it needs systems, and it needs leadership. You want consistent growth, financing opportunities, reduced tax risk, you need to think like the CEO of your business. That's the thread we'll carry through the rest of the night. That would include your bookkeeping, tax planning, and corporations. They're not just administration tasks, they are strategic opportunities. So my favorite starting point is bookkeeping, because that is really the foundation of your business. Everybody needs to start with a clean set of books. This isn't just about being good with spreadsheets. It's about building financial clarity, getting financing, and being prepared for tax time year-round. Think of your bookkeeping system like the scaffold of a building or its foundations. If it's shaky, everything else becomes risky. Taxes, audits, even your ability to grow.